everyone, thanks for joining me this week for our next crafting project. So this week we are going to be making a flower that you can hang and display in your space, and all we're going to use to get started is we're going to use some origami paper. There's not going to be any folding, but it's just we're going to use it because it's the right size for our project for today. And we're going to be using these cake plates that we have, and then I'm also going to hold it all together with some glue dots. And with that, let's get crafty.
All right, so to get started, I have been playing around with how to best do this for a little while, and I figured out that if you have your square in front of you and you put the glue dot down here and get it to stay down here, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper and roll it to kind of to look like a cone. So you can play around, but yeah, I just roll it to look like a cone. And then whenever you get to the end where your glue dot is, it's able to stick to hold. And so you have your little cone. And if you want to do this a bunch of times until you have them all made, and then I can show you what to do next. All right, now that I've got a whole bunch of them made, I'm going to show you how to get started with once you have on your plate. So I'm basically going to take my cones that I did, and I'm going to put a glue dot on the bottom part of it and then stick it to my cake plate. And what we're going to do is I'm going to do a color pattern. So I'm going to go all the way around, and then I'll show you what to do from there. All right, so now that we have our first layer done, what you're gonna do is kind of repeat the whole process as you are building up. You're gonna take your next layer and just kind of build it on top of this first one. And the idea is that as you build up, it's going to create a 3D effect. So it does take a little bit of time, but I think the outcome is gonna look really cool. As I'm kind of going along, I'm seeing that it's better whenever you're doing your second layer to put it a little bit more towards the center so you can see the color that's in the first layer a little bit more clearly. All right, so I just have the last couple ones to roll. I found as I had to do more that it's easier if you hold on to the bottom here and then you kind of just roll it like this, so you get the cone shape at the top. And they're not as tightly wound as like some of the early ones that I did. So I'm just gonna all right, and we're just gonna do our dots on these. And then we're going to add them in the middle here so we can just finish out our last couple colors. And here we go. So here is our wall decoration that you're gonna have. I'm gonna also be providing some twine so that way you can hang it to give a pop of color to your space. And so I hope you enjoyed your project, and please share what your creation is.